Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're jumping into something really fun. There's this animal quiz going around that claims only 5%, yeah, just 5%, of people can get a perfect score. So we're going to put that to the test. We'll be looking at nature's absolute superpowers, and I want you to see how you stack up against the wild's ultimate record breakers, biological oddities, and survival experts.
So, are you ready to test your animal knowledge? Now, this isn't going to be just some random list of facts. We're actually taking a highly structured journey through evolutionary superpowers, broken down into 4 distinct rounds. I want you to actively guess along as we go. Keep track of your score, maybe challenge a few of your assumptions, and let's see how well you really know the natural world.
Okay, let's dive into this with Round 1, Nature's Ultimate Record Breakers. We're going to see which animals push the absolute limits of physical performance on our planet.
All right, let's start right out on the savannah. We have the mighty lion versus the cheetah. Now, if I asked you which of these majestic big cats is faster, who are you putting your money on? Think fast. Well, if you guessed the cheetah, you absolutely nailed it. The cheetah is the undisputed fastest land animal on Earth, built literally from the ground up for explosive, high-speed chases.
Now, we're plunging straight from the land into the ocean depths. We've got 2 deep-sea titans here, the sperm whale and the giant squid. So, which of these massive marine creatures do you think has the ability to dive the furthest into the pitch-black abyss of the ocean? Lock it in.
The answer is the sperm whale, and this brilliantly illustrates the staggering scale of marine adaptation. We're talking about a mind-bending dive capacity of 3,000 meters. Just try to wrap your head around the immense, crushing pressure at that depth. It's a true biological marvel that they can plunge that far down just to hunt.
Okay, moving from the deep sea straight up into the treetops, we're looking at sheer energy output. We've got the squirrel and the hummingbird. Which of these incredibly energetic, fast-moving animals do you think has the faster heartbeat? Take a guess.
It's the hummingbird. This tiny bird's heart can beat over 1,000 times per minute. It's an absolute metabolic powerhouse. And just to give you some perspective on the extremes of nature we're dealing with here, while the hummingbird's heart is racing at 1,000 beats a minute, on the completely opposite end of the spectrum, you have the snail, which just kind of cruises along at a sluggish pace of a few meters per hour.
Well, that brings us right to round 2, bizarre biology and bodies. Let's transition from those sheer performance metrics into some of the strange anatomies and unique defenses out there.
We're kicking things off with what should be a nice, easy win to warm you up for this round. Think about the panda and the koala. Which of these adorable animals spends almost its entire day just sitting around munching on bamboo? Yep, for sure, it's the panda, firmly establishing its incredibly iconic and highly specialized bamboo diet.
Now, let's consider the incredible octopus. If you were to compare it to, say, a crab or a jellyfish, the octopus stands out as a true biological marvel. The really crucial point here is its complex cardiovascular system. Get this, it actually has 3 hearts. 2 are dedicated just to pumping blood to the gills, and 1 is for the rest of the body. And on top of that whole shebang, if it gets into trouble, it produces and releases a thick cloud of ink to completely blind its predators and make a quick escape.
All right, here's a real heavyweight matchup for you. The rhinoceros versus the hippopotamus. Both of these massive animals live under the harsh, scorching sun, but only one of them has a built-in biological defense mechanism against those harsh UV rays. Any idea which one it is?
It's the hippopotamus. This is some truly bizarre biology, honestly. The hippo naturally produces a special reddish fluid right on its skin that literally acts as a sunblock. It's like a built-in natural sunscreen, keeping them perfectly protected from those relentless rays all day long.
Okay, scaling things way down now. Which tiny creature possesses near indestructible survival powers? The cockroach or the tardigrade? Well, it's the microscopic tardigrade. This little creature easily beats out even the notoriously tough cockroach. I mean, it can survive the absolute vacuum of space, endure extreme heat, and withstand completely freezing temperatures. It is, without a doubt, nature's ultimate survivor.
Time for a quick fact check. Think about the millipede versus the caterpillar. Which one has more legs? It's the millipede, of course. But here's the twist. Despite its name, the millipede does not actually have 1,000 legs. I know, crazy, right? It definitely has more than a caterpillar, but it totally falls short of the 1,000-leg myth we've all grown up hearing.
Let's move right along to round 3, super senses and survival. We're now exploring the incredible ways animals actually perceive the world around them and protect themselves from danger. Time to test your knowledge on the sense of smell. We've got the domestic dog facing off against the mighty lion. Which of these animals do you think possesses the superior, more advanced sense of smell?
The answer is the dog. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer number of receptors. We are looking at up to 300 million smell receptors packed inside a single dog's nose. That is a sensory superpower that completely overshadows the lion, and it's exactly what makes dogs our absolute ultimate tracking companions.
Turning to insects now, and how they experience their environment. Between the butterfly and the dragonfly, which of these beautiful bugs do you think has the absolute strangest way of tasting its food? It's the butterfly. They don't use a mouth to taste the way we do. No, butterflies literally taste their food by standing right on it. They actually use their feet to sense the chemical makeup of whatever they land on. It's a really weird yet brilliantly effective biological tool for finding nectar. So how about physical defenses? If you pit two notoriously spiky animals against each other, the hedgehog and the porcupine, which one boasts the deadlier, more extensive set of sharp quills?
It's the porcupine. I mean, just imagine this natural armor. A porcupine can have an overwhelming count of over 30,000 defensive quills covering its body. It's basically the ultimate do not touch sign in the animal kingdom, offering them just unparalleled protection.
All right, gather your focus, folks, because we have officially arrived at round 4, the final lightning round. Let's really ramp up the energy with some rapid-fire facts to close out our explainer today.
Our first lightning round topic, fingerprints. Between the koala and the gorilla, which animal has fingerprints that are almost identical to ours? Surprise, surprise, it's the koala. It's so close that even experienced scientists can easily mistake koala prints for human prints. It's a highly specific, totally fascinating trait for an animal that is so vastly different from us.
And for our final question, we've got the ultimate marine showdown, the shark versus the blue whale. Which one is the largest marine mammal? Well, the blue whale isn't just the largest marine mammal, it is the largest animal to ever live on Earth, period. So tally up your score. How many did you get right? If you got a perfect score, you are officially in that top 5%. But honestly, more importantly, what does your score reveal about how much of nature's endless wonder and downright weird biology is still left out there for you to discover? Keep learning, guys, and stay curious.